You wanted to let out your killing my childhood like grievances about Mario.
Yeah,
Is
so
that
like everything's fine. Jack Black does a really good Bowser. He's done a really good job with that. The animation's great, the comedy value's great. Everything is great up until Chris Pratt opens his mouth and ruins Mario forever. It doesn't sound like Mario. And if you listen to all the other versions, the French version, the Dutch version, they're all so much better than the English version. Like they're not full on, it's a me Mario. Like, because obviously I get that would be annoying, like for an hour and a half listening to that. Like I get it. Totally understand that. But they have just like that little tinge to their voice added to it, so it's still Mario-esque. Whereas there's just nothing with Chris Pratt. It's literally just Chris Pratt's voice. Now, albeit we've only heard like 2 seconds of it. So maybe as the film goes on, he starts talking more like Mario or something. And like from the trailer, it doesn't even seem like Mario knows where he is because he's like, what is this place? So maybe it's all part of the story that they're lining out, the origin story of Mario or something. I don't know. But based on what I've seen, I don't like that Mario doesn't have Mario's voice.
I don't care. Like for me, I get the idea behind we want it to sound like Mario. We want it, or fans want to want it to be Mario. But I think this is a good step. And
Why?
it because when a character isn't really a character, you can get you get caught up in the catchphrases and the voice.
Okay.
And yes, Sinach, the French trailer, I get why people love it more. But in the idea of turning these characters into actual characters that aren't just known for split second lines and having like a full range, I'd rather him not have an accent at all. I'd rather him not try to sound like Mario at all and give a full performance with all of the different tones. Because think about it, Mario, with the voice of Mario, there are things that are iconic when it comes to how he's like his sound effects when he's doing certain actions.
Hmm.
But let's say you put Mario in an actual heavy dramatic situation. Do you want to hear him sigh like, ho ho? Do you want him to make that voice, or do you want him to actually be able to carry the brevity of the moment in the performance from an actor? I say I want to see him carry the performance. We'll
Yeah,
always
I
have the
get.
first 30 years of gaming where we get all of our hoo hoo, ha ha. We'll have all that. We've had all that, okay? But when it comes to a movie, I'd rather have a voice that isn't going to deflate the gravity of the moment no matter what emotion is being called for, because he can still rely on those sounds for like, if some part in the movie gets shot up into the air and has the smoke coming off of him and he could be like, what, he could still make that voice, but his whole entire voice doesn't have to be that. So that's why I don't care,
No,
because
and
I'm
I totally get that. Like, I totally understand where you're coming from, and I agree with you. But like in that section of the trailer when he says, I can't remember it now, "Off to the Mushroom Kingdom, let's go," or whatever he says. Like at the end when he says "let's go," he should have had a bit of a tinge in his voice that's more Mario-esque. Like when he's just talking, yeah, leave it like that. That's fine. But when you're doing these like hyped up moments where he's shouting or like doing something that's fun, it needs to have that Mario-esqueness to it, just a tiny bit, just so that it relates to the character that people have associated this voice with for the last 30 years.
yeah, but I'm not. And see, that's the thing. You're pulling the, and we are in the pre-show, guys, just
Yeah,
before
yeah,
we
yeah.
get into everything. But I mean, but you're pulling that he's always been like this. I need that tie back to it. I don't, because that tie back to it, like they're gonna go too far direction wise if they go that way. Not to mention, we're still gonna get all of our different voices. If you love it that much, whenever it comes on whatever thing, put it in the other voice. Like, I actually want to hear the Japanese voice, because I'm going to tell you something. I turned on Sandman on Netflix, and I'd been watching something, and I always do the normal voices of whatever language it's in. And for some reason, it had kept it in Japanese. That voice was way better. Like, his voice was so deep. And just like, was like, it felt as, like, it felt like his character looks. It felt like the Sandman looks.
More perfectly, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, that's the thing. We live in a world where there's going to be multiple audio tracks. If people love the French one better because they like the more towards the voice of Mario that we've all grown with, you'll get the chance. Just put it on French. Get the subtitles out. I just don't think. I don't think. Well, as Topaz Mackey said, I find myself asking why the world needs a Mario movie at all. Basically, but
Money.
being that one's being made, I feel like I don't need him to make a voice at all. If anything, he can have a little bit of a New York twang, a little New York accent in there, but it doesn't need to be there. I'm fine. Look, it's a movie about a plumber in an alternate dimension fighting a spiky turtle and like saving princesses who for some reason have no guards. Like, they literally have no protection other than this dude who just happened to go through a pipe drain and end up in the multiverse or whatever the hell's going on there. They've never really explained it. So, I mean, that's just how I see it personally. Sanak. I remember similar discussions with Detective Pikachu. Oh my God, Detective Pikachu. You know what made me mad about that movie? That movie was way better than it had any right to be.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to be good because when I first saw the trailer, I was like, why does this look good? Why does the Detective Pikachu movie look this damn good? And it's great. I've watched it multiple times. And I could not care less about Pokemon. I just...
Really? I love it.
I like some of the designs. Like, my favorite design, I don't know why, has always been Togepi. But... like, I like some of the designs of the characters. I definitely love the design of Mew and Mewtwo, but it's never been that thing for me. It's just always been like this exists in the world. Next. But that movie was fantastic. It truly was.
It was. They should do more live action Pokemon films because I loved how gritty it was as well. Like, it was really dark and gritty. Like, it was really... so different to like the traditional Pokemon sense, like of this happy, lovely world where children go out and be adults at 11-year-old. But yeah, I liked it. It was really good.
Well, with that, let's go ahead and start this episode.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna stop teasing the people. You keep telling me I'm gonna be able to start. I know you've been having internet problems and stuff, but I really feel like we need to go ahead and get to this, Audible Brunch podcast because
let's do it Tuesday.
You said that 2 Tuesdays ago. Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Yeah, and for the last 2 weeks, I've had internet issues. Like, it's been ridiculous. I've had to have the micro filter replaced. I've had to have the actual router box replaced. I've had to have work done in the circuit box where the internet comes from. They've basically replaced everything but the physical line that's going above my house. So, yeah, it's not been fun.
I haven't been able to do it. I don't know. Yeah,
Well, let's start this Tuesday. We'll do it this Tuesday.
Okay. Well then,
All right.
guys, what time are we doing it? Are you gonna make me wait all day?
Let's do it at let's do it at 7 p.m. BST. How does that sound?
2 o'clock. Nah, that sounds all right.
Yeah.
That's
Why not?
okay. Yeah, I am gonna whine, and you know what? I'm gonna go back to this screen right here. But yeah, so I guess we'll go ahead and get to the damn thing. So, welcome everybody. It is the 93rd episode of the Made in Dreams podcast. I'm your host, Mighty Vicious, here with my co-host, Jammy James, the Infinite, who I forgot to put your logo on the second screen. I hate you. I hate you. This man was having me do so much. Anyway, by so much, I mean add one thing that I added to the other screen, but I also had to mess with the cameras a little bit this week because he got tired of not being able to see me when we did the podcast. He missed my beautiful face.
But, life is
uh,
so much better now. I can see you live. It's so much better.
Yeah, almost the 100th episode.
Almost 100.
We are still on the road to 100. Jamie showed me his t-shirt or a mock-up of a t-shirt design he's got going. Yeah, I haven't started mine yet. I've started the idea, guys. I've started the idea, but I'm trying to make sure I do something worthwhile. Because I don't want just like my first idea that I come up with. I want something that's going to make people be like, oh crap, I would love to have that t-shirt. And you know, if you don't get it in the free giveaway come the 100th episode, then yeah, you have to do it. You have to get it. I'm doing all right, Ninja. Just you know, getting the show back on the road. We've been away for what, 2 weeks, a week. I've been doing
this one.
I've been doing so much stuff off to the side. If anybody pays attention to the YouTube, that yeah, I can't tell anymore. I'm just in the room editing every day, all day.
Since you've moved, you've been on it like on fire. Just living on the PC, making all sorts of stuff. So if anybody hasn't seen it yet, go check out his YouTube channel. He's got a ton of stuff on there, loads of content, and more coming.
Hey, Ninja, we do not mind at all. As always, anyone can come through, and we'll see how this all goes. We might have some strange things happening come later, but yeah. So, I guess let's get to the point. Let's get on to what's been happening around Dreams, because some people are already making some pretty proper use of
crazy. The stickers.
Of everything. Yeah.
Stickers.
But first, I want to throw out a proper what's up to the here we go, Mean Lad on YouTube, who actually, you know what? Here we go with this with this chat again, bro. I just don't.
Yeah.
I want here. This is what I'm gonna do, guys. Excuse me for 1 second.
Live
updates. I just figured out what I want to do here, and hopefully it'll work out. I can just have 2 on the screen at a time.
Oh, that's much cleaner.
Yeah, there we go, and that'll work. That'll work. 2 on the screen at a time.
Yeah, that's
nice. Whew. But I wanted to throw a shout out to Mean Lad, who did his Dreams Update 2.51 video. And yeah, I mean, he goes through basically everything. Like how to use it, how he implements it, showing the behind the scenes of it. I mean, everything that Media Molecule pretty much did, but just showing how he's used it in specific cases, including trying to get trying to see like what he calls the initial steps of what is it? It's the orb that you see on screen right now, but the goddamn it, what is the technique called? Cell shading. Yeah, like how he's talking about how it almost makes cell shading really easy, but it still has a little bit to be worked throughout to to really get the show on the road. So yeah, he goes through that. He goes through how the lettering works when it's being curved in and out, as you see on screen. Um, uh, and then he gets down to basically how you have to set it so it works. Um, how to make textures on sculpts,
Mm-hmm.
and he shows how even on this part, the green side that's moving, how you can
Yeah.
turn that blue and create like more of a stylized
Oh,
water effect type thing. Um, but yeah, like Mean Lad did a really good job on.
I'll have to watch that later, actually. It's a nice,
on
concise video.
yeah, it's only an hour, as y'all can see. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this right here, and I'm gonna put it in chat to make sure y'all go ahead and spread the love to Mean Lad, because yeah, this was a really, really well done video. So
But we've
yeah,
seen so many impressive use cases of this new, sticker mode already, and it's only been out a couple of days, and like every time Dreams gets updated with something new, the community just takes it and suddenly starts to make amazing stuff with it, and some people even use it in cases that you thought you'd never see, and it's just so cool to see that people think outside of the box so quickly with these new features, and really make use of them, and to change Dreams completely with just one new thing. I love it. It's so cool.
yeah, and the way he's the problem with the cell shading actually is only in the cell shading in 3D from what I'm seeing in the video. If you were to use, if everybody remembers, I can't remember who made it, but it was like the cardboard cutout characters, and they released a template so that you could do it from a 2D view or like the front 3D view. If you could keep your game 2D, you could have this cell shading and have it
Yeah,
not break. So that's even
crazy.
gotten, yeah, yeah, that's even gotten my mind moving a little bit, because y'all know I don't really have any interest in, um, how would you say, trying to put together a game is just not my thing. But I've always been interested in it. But yeah, I would have to have a full team. What's going on here? Custom shadows that ignore lighting. Think Bram Stoker's Dracula choking Keanu. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, just when they first showed the little clip of it back at Dreamscom, with John Beach messing around with it, it's just there's so many possibilities now, and adding textures.
Oh, I mean, yeah, just for textures alone, like the possibilities are completely endless.
Yeah,
But
and showing off the like scan effect,
yeah, yeah,
which I
yeah.
really like, also shown by Beach and them. It's just there's so many
I
things you
think
can do with this.
I
I
saw so
almost
many people use it for like the shiny effect, for that glimmer as something's
yeah,
moving, like for a coin and stuff. Like it's just so easy to implement that now. Like it's
yeah.
just so simple. So
I,
good.
I was partially tempted to actually get on here and sculpt today, but during the show, but I was like, nah, it's not time yet. It's not time for me yet, not yet. But then the other thing we had, let me see here, because we had that, and then we had, of course, the man, the myth,
The master.
SZ73 came in proper with his use of billboards. Oh, come on. Don't treat me like this. Not like this. There we go. So, y'all see here, my man got the full breakdown using the different billboards. He's got the stock, the what do they call it?
Ticker tape.
Yeah, the stock ticker. They get. Oh my god! Like this is, I, so good,
And it
so
looks so
good.
clean though as well, like super, super clean.
Yeah, I just as always. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
just he never ceases to blow my mind. He's incredible. I can't wait for his game to be finished.
yeah.
Really, really looking forward to playing that.
I just wonder how much this changes how he's gonna do certain things.
Oh
Like
yeah,
if
he
this
might
just
go
pushed
all the way
back.
back now. Like he might go way back to the beginning and change everything because of sticker mode. But I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. It's just so something so simple has such a massive effect on the Dreams community. Like just this one little feature can change the way that you look at your whole game or your whole film or whatever you're making, and it's incredible to see such a small thing make such a massive impact on the whole engine.
And Yeti, I'm gonna post this again. But that's the video to Meme Lad that we were just looking at, and yeah, he talks about how to set up that cell shading thing that he was doing with the new stickers. So yeah, just go ahead and take a look. It's worth. So that brings me to another thing. Thinking about Scott and basically his progress on his game. What's your progress on your game, Jammy?
So I haven't touched it for quite a while. I kind of just burnt myself out where I did so much so quickly, and I thought I'm just gonna just take a break. I can't get the voice lines how I want them. It's very difficult for myself. I haven't done voice work before, so I find it hard to portray the emotion I want to portray because I've just never done it before. So I'm at a particular section with the voice work where there has to be a certain emotional integrity to the way that it's spoken, and I'm having
Mm,
trouble hitting that vibe right. So until I can hit that vibe right, I can't really continue any further because it's like a pinnacle moment in the story.
yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how I want to voice it, how I'm going to do it. I've been doing some research of how voice acting works, and yeah, I'm just taking my time with it because, as I said, the majority of the game is pretty much done. So it's pretty much just the ending now that I'm doing.
Mm,
So once I get it right, then I'll finish it because until the voice work is good, there's no point me continuing because the voice work is everything. The whole game is sound, so it's got to sound right. So just taking my time. Yeah, that's about it, really.
all right. Well, once you get in your final stages, that's when I'll do the voice work that I have for it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Until then, I'm gonna
Until
be
then. It shouldn't be too long. It shouldn't be too long. I've just been mega busy as well, like with work and college and everything else in between. It's just so hard to find the time to sit down and actually do voice work.
yeah. Yeah, and Entropy said Jamie had to go back and convert all of his black to text sticker black. And I like that. I like that. And we got the raid from Noder. Noder, what's going on, man? Party at
Hey,
35,
thank
doing it
you.
up.
Wow, thanks very much.
Thank you, man. Mighty watched Army of Darkness in 4K yesterday. Makes me think how this gadget could be used to make things that look like old school composite VFX. Yeah,
So many use
absolutely.
cases. So many use cases.
D Toilette. Jovork and hey, it's Daryl. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. So basically, did we need to during Dreamscom, people were doing some crazy, crazy things with like where it looked like they had TV displays in their
Yes,
setup.
amazing.
I did we ever find out how any of them did it?
No, no. I have no idea how they've done it. Like that what the one that impressed me the most was obviously S738 or I always forget how his name is pronounced. I mean his
Scott.
was just like yeah, Scott. There you go. Scott's was fantastic the way that his was done, but I could see how his was done. Like he used a lot of paint and the way that the paint was animated. I understand how he did what he did. It's the other ones like with the old black and white Connie cartoon. I have no idea how that was done, and it was done so effortlessly, like it was flawless in its design. And I have no clue how they did it. It's incredible work. We should really reach out to them and get them on the show and have a
Yeah.
live demonstration of how these TVs are done in Dreams.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, other than this conversation going on in chat currently.
What's going on?
What's going on, Noder? Thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it completely. Um, we're just talking about the new changes, adding textures, and basically what everyone intends to do with the stickers. If you were interested in the debate about Mario's voice in the Super Mario Brothers trailer, we did that at the beginning. We're not doing that. You missed that. You missed that important dreams topic.
That was the Made at Nintendo pre-show.
Yes, yes. Which I only try to do once a year. Once a year, because yeah, y'all know me and Nintendo. I love them, and I love them, but I wish they would try harder.
God, yeah. I mean,
that's all it is. That's
yeah.
all it is. This is what I plan to do with the sticker gadget. I mean, is there a way to straight put images? Because one of the first things that welcome Halloween Ghoul. One of the first things I thought about was if you could take a sticker, and I don't think I've seen this option, but if you can attach paint the same way. Because, like, I keep thinking back to Clever Trev's mouth module. And each of his mouths are paint. And I keep thinking, like, if you could do that with paint where you literally just stick it, then you could get rid of some of the things that... You could get rid of some of the issues people have where you'll see, like, their characters turn to the side. And you'll see that the mouth is just a little off.
Little bit, yeah.
You know, and that's something that I've been looking at on my own sculpts. And I'm just like, I like the mouths. They work. It's controllable. But the fact that I can't get it flush, like on the thing without, some lines disappearing into the sculpt a little bit, unless you draw them directly onto the character, which doesn't really help you in the long run for a lot of things. But if they had kind of like the emitting tool, you can animate a text box to get a fun little cartoon mouth animation. I have not seen anyone do that yet, but that was my first thought, especially in Mean Lad's video when I saw that there was an eyeball, and I wasn't sure if that was an icon that put in there already that you can just trigger or what. But yeah, I just thought that would be really cool, is if the text box had kind of had an emitting target thing, like where you can set the thing as the target, put that on.
Yeah.
I basically just animate the bounds of the text box. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that could...
Well, we'll no doubt within the next couple of days see more of stuff like this happen. The more time people have with this gadget, the more we're going to see.
Yeah. And I mean, as you can see, people are already doing awesome things with it.
So much with it already.
per this thing on the screen above us. So yeah, like, has anybody else seen someone go completely ape with this new sticker yet?
I saw that Elca doing texturing with snow and stuff on the mountains of his Avatar game so quickly.
Yeah.
Literally within like 30 seconds you've got all this snow texture in and out of this mountain, and it's just effortless. It looks so good.
See, Topaz said, I'm overwhelmed with new options that the new features bring up for my game. I'm starting to use it with just simple stuff like floors and wallpaper. Other people have been way more ambitious.
That's dreams for you.
Entropy. I made a little sonar mechanic using it. Was a fun experiment. Any of these, have y'all posted any of these on Twitter? I'll take a look while we're here.
Them. Yeah.
I'll definitely use it a lot, but I haven't done anything with it yet. Huh.
Well, if anybody has any demonstrations that they've done with the new gadget and you have a video of it or pictures or whatever, put some links in chat and we'll show them on stream.
Yeah, because I like what I'm seeing so far. I posted a video on Twitter. Oh, well then let's go to Entropy.
Let's go hunting. Oh, Elca just posted his mountain. We'll show that too.
Yep, we will definitely show that too. Let me see here. Ooh. Yo.
Oh, wow.
That is really nice.
That is really nice.
So what you need to do is put a sonar mechanic in your game, Jammy, and it'll be the only graphics, and you can put this in there for specific things.
No. This is going to be Pitch Black 2. The Light Begins.
The Light Begins.
Yes,
Indeed.
Pitch Black 2, The Light Begins. It's going to be DLC. It's going to be great. And people will be in touch.
Pitch Black 2, The Crevice in the Shadow. I got it. So let me see. And we have Elca. Let me see here. All right, let's see this work its way out.
Gosh, this is so good.
Ooh.
I know, right? All that extra detail and
That is really dope.
it is
Great job.
Cool. Just look how much detail is in there. It's crazy.
I'm about to kill something over here. Knock over my tea. But yeah.
And Char has made some face bruises textures on his cinematic scene. He's also posted a link.
All right. Bangarang. Let me get that link. Mighty since Fast 9 is in space, is it in the Riddick universe? Lol. There we go. Dude, nice. I like it.
Looks good.
Yeah. Did you also do stuff? Yeah, did you also do stuff to the collar on this? I don't remember this much detail in the collar last time you showed the image.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't it more of a solid white when we saw it last?
Yeah, this seems a lot more fluffy.
Yeah. Not mine, but fun. Hey, there we go. Kaduko.
We like fun. Well, Mighty don't, but I do. Oh, yes, I saw this. Splatoon Dreams Edition.
Yeah, I had not seen that, but fantastic.
What a great use case of emitting. So well done.
Whew. Good Lord. I added bloodstains. Oh, okay.
Do you know what's so cool, though, is it just goes to show, like, how powerful the Dreams engine is. Like, it's just handling this no problem at all, like, emitting this and like, this is probably in, like, the editing environment. It's probably not even the published version. Like, you know, it's just crazy to me that they're adding all of these features to Dreams slowly, and it's just building up its power even more. And this has been ran on a PlayStation. It just blows my mind daily. It's incredible.
You know, but to be, you know what? I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
No, go on. Say it.
No. I was gonna say, well, I would hope that it can run what a Nintendo can. I mean,
that was good.
Just say it. I would hope. So have you been keeping up? Yeah. Okay. So Martin apparently has started adding it into his Silent Hill PT game. Have you been keeping up with what he's been doing?
I have. He's gotten real spooky. He's getting right into October.
Yeah. Let me keep that sound off though, just for the records. Yeah.
I mean, it's Martin, so you know.
Yeah.
It's always incredible work, but my God, it is a masterpiece. It looks so good. Look at all that texturing.
The sound of purely being blown away as well as disgusted. That's He's just.
It's like, God, why couldn't I do that?
Yeah,
He's probably done this in like 60 minutes or something as well. Like, yeah, it's just something I just quickly whipped together while I had an hour break, whatever.
Hey, he works.
He does work. Yeah, he
He
does.
just all times of the day.
I think he just lives and breathes streams. Like that's it. That's all he does. He just lives and breathes the software.
Hey, I love this tribute he did to Kim Jong Gi.
Mm.
Because yeah, that dude was crazy, but loved it. Anybody else? By the way, anybody else have their links? Just throw them in. We'll continue to look at these because I do want to see more of what people have already done with the new sticker tool. But yeah, R.I.P. That's here are my first experiments. Okay, so we had Saku come through in his first experiments. Yeah, Ninja, it's depression. That's just depression. Because if any of you do not know who that artist is, if you truly want to be blown away, go look up his stuff. Go look up some of the exhibitions he's done and some of the classes he's taught. And that is a dude who was a master, a literal master of illustration, among many other things. Like, just the demonstration of him drawing with both hands at the same time. Just
crazy.
My God. It's go check it out. Yeah, Tim Sale passed as well. So we don't want to talk about this. This isn't this isn't the depression podcast. But let's see what Saku is working with. Oh no. Oh no, he's starting with memes.
Oh, square flex.
All right, let's jump in here. Cuz one of the things I also like that was done was the paint flex being able to, like, their luminosity being there even if they're invisible. I really like that. Like, that is the perfect. Because of so many things I tried back when Dreams first came out. Like, the first game idea that I had would have been a lot easier with this. But yeah, just okay. So yeah, he's dealing with the ground and everything. Ooh, I see some dunes over there. What you gonna do with those dunes, Saku? What you gonna do with them dunes? I'm a man who loves dunes. Spent a year and a half on them. Ooh. Okay. But what you doing with it though? That's almost like an option I would love to see, like, how'd I put it? Almost like an 8-bit background. I would love to see how that texture plays with it, just to move those sliders back and forth across. That would be intriguing. Yeah. Well, hello there, Saku. We were looking around for people who've messed around with basically the text display and stickers, and came across your Twitter post over here saying you've been messing around with them a bit. So I'm here to see what you've been working with. We already showed. Yeah. Yes.
The intro was golden.
Yeah.
Intro was golden. So good.
So we looked at Mean Lad's video earlier to start off the topic, and now we're here with this. I like the painter aspect on this. We all know, just as we know with Martin and just as we know with Scott, Saku's going to be throwing just amazing things out. Yeah, just can't wait to see what you're doing. Ooh, I actually had a thought about this. Are you moving into the clouds? Because I've been wondering, like, I was thinking of doing a sky, and I was like, I wonder how this would work if you could bounce it off like the physical sculpts in the sky.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
Because that would also possibly give me the ability to do something I've wanted to do also since the beginning of Dreams. Because in my BadDreams, what's going on? Joining us from YouTube. But yeah, like in the noir that I had originally been working on in Dreams, I wanted because the character basically has severe PTSD and hallucinations. The city that he's in literally just has a vortex in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of painted it out when I first tried it in Dreams. But to have that now with these textures, like expanding out across the sky, could be really, really colorful.
All right.
If anybody gets that 40-year-old virgin movie reference. Anyway, but yeah, there's God, it's gonna be them. Wait a minute. What is this? What did you do here, Saku? Oh, well, let me see. Sunday or early next week comes an even better video where I'll be presenting the best of the community with this new update. No, he's going to do the research for us.
Yes. We'll just replay your video on stream next week.
Yeah, be like, go to Saku. He's the one. And now I join from the Twitch. Indeed. An invisible dome around the whole scene, you could definitely project a cool sky onto it. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of things that recently have become available. Ooh, I do like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very cool, Saku. I'm fine with that. Road to 100. Exactly. Road to 100. Everything's permissible. Like, we can do anything. It needs to be visible, though. Wait, hold on. What did I miss? An invisible dome around the world. It needs to be invisible. Ah, okay. Now, what are you doing here? Oh. Being amazing. Never mind. All right, so. Cool. Yeah, look at that. Adding in the different. Great, Jeff Saku. These are things that I was wondering if it was possible. And, we get a bigger version of the thing that Mean Lad did with the scrolling wall, the scrolling matrixy wall.
Waterfall texturing.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet.
I tell you one thing. We're going to see some trippy stuff from Venwave with all of this.
Oh, of course.
I can't wait to see what Venwave is going to come up with.
Matter of fact, we can look and see if Venwave...
Yeah, see if he already has.
Oh, and Eric Hefner? Hefner? Is that how we do it? Hefner? Anyway, I've been loving these, like, characters that he's been putting out. These little orb characters.
Yeah.
They've been fantastic. Fantastic. No, that's nice, low. When I was thinking of actually... Oh, Timinator. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll add that. But, wait. When I was thinking about whether or not I was going to actually sculpt today on stream, my thought was like basically grayscale out something random and then try to texture every piece of it. So like a full game made of nothing but the textures projected on things. And maybe that will come. Maybe that'll be part of episode 100.
That sounds fun. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Mighty returns to Dreams.
The Made in Dreams podcast, Dreams included.
Yes, Dreams included. But let me see here. Yeah, they're using it on a tree. I've also been looking at that. That's fantastic, of course. Oh,
So good.
it's the way it needs to be. That's
It just adds so many possibilities, like so many extra avenues of ways to go around things.
yeah. Well, great job, Saku. And yeah. So now we can go to Captain Tim here. See what you've been working with. Oh yeah, this probably will benefit your style quite a bit. Wait, I missed the animation.
Oh, animation. Well, let's quickly go back, and
Yeah,
then we'll come back to Tim.
no. Let's do this, being that we're already playing it,
All right, fine.
and then yeah, we will go back. Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, look how it moves. It's so cool. Completely reactive.
Link us to one of them, BadDreams. Link us to your Twitter, and I'll just click it and just keep going through people's stuff. Because this is really interesting.
It's so interesting as well to see the different approaches different dreamers are taking to this. Like some people are using it in completely different ways than others, and it really goes to show the versatility of the tool.
There's the animation. Where's the wait? Trying to see what could make a really nice mini map projected onto a sculpt and masked. Oh, before.
Okay.
I'm guessing this is it. I see a timeline. What do we? Woo! Oh boy.
Wow.
Very nice.
That's so cool.
Love it. Love it. Could make a really nice.
That's amazing.
Saku before. People's water effects with it have been looking really good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think let me see here real quick. There we go. No.
BadDreams is posted as well.
There we go. This sticker technique.
Ooh.
Yeah. Pop it tart.
Oh, that's so clean.
Yeah. You know how many times I've tried to do that before.
That is super, super clean. That's cool.
Yeah. Doing amazing stuff.
Wow. So you got BadDream as posted, and then Elca is also posted afterwards as well.
Okay. So. Oh, I did see this.
Oh, I've not seen this one.
Why aren't you letting me full screen it here? All right. I very much like that though. Very much. It's a lot of
Cool.
I see a throne in front of that middle one. I see that as like the drapery coming down beside a throne. And in like the evil person's lair. Awesome. Great
Super
job.
Easy
Man.
way to do like posters or paint or pictures, to put it on a wall or something. Super easy way of doing that.
Elca, are you doing landscapes in Florida? Because that looks like that algae bloom that Florida's been dealing with for the last year. Well, that was before the hurricane, which isn't a funny thing. But anyway, it's just, that's all. Like when I first saw it close up, it made me think of the algae bloom. We do have some swamps in our game. Well, yeah.
Yeah. It's very cool.
So many directional uses. Now we have paint around objects for... Wait. Now we don't have to paint around objects for stylized water? Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Very nice.
I know one thing. Didn't somebody else?
Oops, Sinok is just posted as well.
Let me see here. Oh, Vander Media. It's been a minute since I've seen
It has been a minute,
van.
yeah. The van.
Oh, so he's doing exactly...
This,
yeah, so he's doing exactly what I was talking about. Only, without the taking the paint. And
yeah.
Very nice.
Again, so clean.
Yeah, and it's Vander Media, so I mean, I can imagine the amazing things he's going to do. Matter of fact, let me just. Did you, Mr. Mustache? I still love it. Let me see here. Sticker mode, made in dreams. Ooh, I like the waves in there. The Discord.
Yes, super nice.
YouTube Dill, so fresh, so clean. What's going on, disrespected one? How you be? So, yeah.
We also have Sinok has posted a. Oh, well, that's what she posted.
No, that was the Vander Media.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
One sculpt plus 3 stickers.
Crazy. Do so much with so little.
Oh. Improved tiling.
And so detailed as well.
Huh. Oh, that is cool. Just adding in that little bit more. Just that little touch more. Separation. Great.
More roughage. Oh, it's so good.
Oof. So.
Well, the Dreams community has been busy.
Very busy. I've been over on YouTube, but
for like a couple of months.
Ooh.
Imagine what we can see.
Yeah, there we go. That's what you were telling me about with the shine effect.
Shine effect. Love it. It's so easy and it's so simple, but it adds so much to it. It's just the little things that really just make stuff pop, like that shine effect. I really like it. It's so simple. Looks really nice.
Contact scenery objects useful for water. Let me see here. Ooh.
That's clever.
Yeah.
That's really clever.
Like I said, Vander Media. This burger van, like it's expected, but he's gonna be doing so much stuff with it, just like everyone else. It's gonna be that's the good stuff.
Oh, we can see it in action.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna leave a little sound on it.
So good. Man, Van just really does have like 2.5D platforming down to a fine art, doesn't he?
Yes.
Like literally down to a fine art. Incredible work, as always.
Somebody, anybody else post their stuff? I mean, I'm ready to see.
Not yet, but we've had Ninja on. I don't quite know how to use it yet, but you can definitely convert a semi-sphere with a hole in it into paint and project onto it for low opacity skyboxing. Hmm.
Just tried
He
it.
just he just
Just
wrote
wrote
sky
sky
on
on
it.
it. Sky. The sticker mode has been amazing, but I have actually been using the invisible paint glow for lighting effects more. So, yeah, see, that's what I was
Mm,
talking with Jamie about earlier. Like seeing what people have been able to do with that as well.
yeah,
Very nice, very nice. And to go back to that meme lad video, uh, for those that don't know, he does go over that in this last portion of the video, and he has everything time stamped. So fantastic, fantastic. Let me see here. Jump animations are majestic. Yes, they are.
so clean.
Uh, by the way, if you ever get artifacts at the edge of a single fleck by doing this, just adjust the opacity of the fleck by a tiny amount. Indeed.
Tip, thank you.
Yep. And we have Sinnock and Timinator.
Oh, good, and more. I want to see it all.
A quick try to texturing only with the new text sticker, and oh my god, this is very powerful and so fast. Yo, that is dope.
That's very nice.
And let me see here. Let me start closing some of these.
Yeah, you got Tab Central going on.
Yeah. So I updated my forest, fixed some text, and added these fun new stickers that I found. Wait, do you have a video of this?
Yeah, let's see that in
Because
action.
that looks crazy.
What a style.
This is close. This right here is like what I was going for when I first started that JoJo project. You remember the
Yes.
JoJo
Yeah, yeah,
project?
yeah, I do. I do, yeah.
I didn't let really anybody see it, but like that was the like what I was going for with
Mm.
it, and this was pulled off amazingly. Yo, you got a video of this? I'm trying to see a video.
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, it's only been 3 days. These guys are so quick. That's what I mean. The
You
Dreams
know what?
community always
Let me
comes
go.
out with.
Let me go to your. Let me go to your thing for. Well, we saw that one. We saw. Wait, we saw that. Did we? You didn't make a video. I want to see the video of this. I want this to move. What is this? It looks
He
great.
doesn't have a video, but it's on Dreams if you want to see it.
It's great though. Great job. Great
Yeah,
job.
fantastic work.
Let's see. That reminds me of JoJo. Yes, please.
One day we'll get to all the projects.
Yeah, one day. One day. I'm just kind of in that. I'm in that phase where, and I've told y'all this a few times now. I'm in that phase where, like, I put so much time and effort into a lot of different projects, and I'm kind of on my vacation currently.
Mm.
Like, the urge is there where it's like, why don't you go and mess around with that a little bit? But I don't want to rush it because I'm gonna
Yeah,
start feeling ways.
there's no point in rushing it.
Yeah.
When it happens, it happens. Once it flows naturally, that's when you go back in. I mean, it's the same reason why I've stopped working on Pitch Black right now. Until the time is right, there is no rush.
Nope. This isn't the right. This isn't the right one. I thought it was, but I am wrong. Oh well. Let me see. Different types of areas. This character's still awesome. All right. I just got back into my game. It does take a lot out of you when you stop working on it. Yeah, it was other factors as well, but you know, it's kind of like me and Dreams. We love each other, but sometimes me and Dreams have to take breaks. Because if not, I'm gonna end up being real salty. So let me see here. I'm just mad this didn't always exist. Hey, we got it. Everything improves with time, baby.
Well,
Everything improves with time. Like I
dreams will
said, just
forever evolve.
yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yes.
Yes. So anyway, let's
He
let's
says
go.
at the end of my project, they give us this.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like I've always thought about this stuff, like seeing what people are doing with it already, seeing how much people love to basically create the textures and all that other stuff, and basically how many people are now looking at this and they're super excited, and then it starts to dawn on them that in their mind they're going to have to change everything about their project.
Everything.
You know, because I
Yeah.
was I was thinking about that in gaming actually earlier today, just like because I'm not to. I still think it applies because dreams encompasses more than just dreams. But like we all heard about the new announcements from CD Projekt Red.
Hmm.
I swear they announced like the next 30 years of their gaming development.
Pretty much. Yeah, they literally announced everything that they're ever going to make.
And the way it plays into this conversation I'm starting is the idea that can you announce things like that? Like, can you announce things in a way that it's just like you technology is going to change so much between now and whenever that final project is out. So all those in between projects, like, do you let it appear dated and not implement the new things? Not saying that just not implementing like a sticker is going to make your game dated, but like, what do you do as a developer when you do this thing and you're like, you have this game made, you're reaching the end, and then you see a technology that completely curbs. And it's like it would be better if I went
Mm.
back and did all this and added it to this project. It'll just be a cleaner project. Do you just let the project come out as is and go, well, I'll do that next time? Or do you go, I think it's worth it to go all the way back and just rebuild up? Because I
Well,
will
I mean,
say I've ran into this problem a few times with changes not even as big as the sticker mode or bake to paint.
for someone like CD Projekt Red, like from a professional business approach, I would have to assume that changes in technology is included in the scope when it comes to the length of time they reckon it's going to take for these games to be built. Like it would be sensible, for the guys behind the scenes to say, okay, well, it'll take roughly 6 years to make this game, but we're going to add an extra 2 years for the change in technology to be able to transition to the new stuff when it comes out. Like, surely that's something they discuss when you're putting a scope together for a game, right? You would you would think so, wouldn't you? If a game's going to take literally like a decade to make, surely you would account for the technology changes and the transition to the new engine or the new features or whatever.
I mean, I just don't know if you can. Like now,
Well, I
with
mean, it
being that
depends on
they,
what. It
because the
depends on the
thing,
engine, like because with Unreal, like with UE5, like everything can transition from UE4 to UE5. It's designed in that way so that projects can be moved over to it with the new features. So I'm assuming it's based on the engine.
yeah, but it doesn't change the work that it's gonna have to go into actually doing that. But like you said, with the 2 years to like get it into shape,
Yeah.
I just think for you know bringing it back into dreams, like what's his
Ooh, with Dreams,
Arnaud,
it's a whole
Ar,
different story.
Arnaud, like he does the stuff with text boxes anyway.
Mm,
Like
mm.
that, like his whole style is that. Like I wonder how much this changes what he does with the changes to the main asset or function or
Mm.
gadget he uses for his work. Like
Oh, for sure.
would
Yeah,
he want to go back and like will it be as simple as just adding something like in over, or will he have to like redo?
rebuild it to
Yeah.
incorporate it from the ground up. Yeah. Mm. I suppose a lot of people will be having those challenges right now.
BadDreams said, I see both sides. They're trying to keep people excited, but at the same time, like, how do you announce something that isn't going to start production till next year? I mean, they've started something that isn't going to start real production from like maybe 10 years out from now. That's what's throwing me off.
You know what I think? I think they're trying
What?
to do the exact same thing that Xbox did. They're trying to gain back the people's trust and excitement for their company.
I feel like we need to return to this as the end of the show conversation.
All right, all right.
So write that down, because whether this is the play to win back those people is a really interesting conversation that I would like to have towards the end of this. Let me see here. We had other comments here. Let me see. BadDreams said he just announced that that he will be a millionaire in the next 10 years. Cool. Don't forget your boy. Don't forget your boy. Timinator says these remain one of those old app games that you could play that you can't play anymore because the developers didn't update anything. Oh, I get what you're trying to say. Basically,
Right, can you rephrase that for me?
Yeah. So you know how I can't remember which platform just did it. I think it was Apple, where they just made it so that like if you haven't updated a game within like the last year, your game is going to be removed from the
App
store.
Yeah, Apple did do that, but it's not that short of a time span, I don't believe. I think it's like 5 years or something. If you haven't sent an update to your app within 5 years.
But wasn't it a specific type of update? Like it wasn't just that you changed the line of code.
Yeah, I do remember reading about it, but I can't remember the specifics. But
yeah,
basically if you don't update your app, we're going to remove it because there's a load of outdated apps that are just not needed on the store no more.
Yeah, and let's see. For Last Guardian, I never. Ninja said I never stopped being hyped for Last Guardian. I can deal. I mean, that's true. I mean, that's the thing. It's like with games. That's why I wonder how much, like, how important is it to the audience, and how important is it to the creator? Because I feel like the creator has to look at both sides and try to make a decision when it comes to, am I going to go back and change all this stuff? Like, will people care, or do I have enough here to where I can just think of that as an upgrade for a sequel? Or
I think it all comes down to how the change brings your original vision to its fullest potential. So like if this new gadget is like the answer to the vision that you've been trying to do but couldn't do, and now you can finally 100% get that visual look that you intended to do from the beginning, then I would say, well, then go back and do it, because this is what you've set out to do, and now you can do it to its fullest potential. And as the creator, you need to make the vision that you can now physically do. I mean, that's what I would do if I was doing something.
if I was doing something.
If I was doing something that had visuals, then that's what I would do.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's just all down to the person.
Yeah.
It all depends on how everyone feels about going back and doing all that work as well.
And welcome, Piece of Craft. Good to see you, brother. And Elca dropped this link a little bit ago showing the Falcon with the textures thrown in there, with the added textures. Fantastic. Fantastic.
So good. It's crazy. Look at all those little details. Like,
oh yeah, we saw this back before it was textured.
I know. If you're still in chat, Elca, please let me know how many hours you put into this. I'd love to know, because there is so much detail in this design. It's fantastic.
I have that Transformer from that crossover line of Transformer X Star Wars that they did like 35 years ago, where the Millennium Falcon turns into a Decepticon or an Autobot. But yeah, that thing's old. But this reminds me of it just looking at it. It's like, yeah, if this thing broke apart into a robot, that would be great. That would be awesome. But that's more work for you, and I'm not going to make you do it. So, it just reminded me.
Around 50 hours at this point, probably. Want to do the inside too. Oh my god, yes. I want to walk through this thing. 50 hours though, that's crazy. I can see that it's definitely 50 hours worth of work. To be quite honest, I thought it was going to be more because of the amount of detail that you've got on it. It's insane. Such talent. Crazy. How you find the time to do this whilst making your absolutely humongous Avatar game is beyond me. Insane, bro. Insane.
Han Solar. San Holo. What is happening?
San Holo is actually an artist. I love San Holo. He's great.
Really? I haven't seen anything from an artist named San Holo, but
Yeah,
that's amazing.
musician. Yeah, he's called San Holo.
Oh, a musician. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, this kristofer guy, he flew up on my radar last week, and I followed him. But have you seen this?
Maximized?
It's maximized, enhanced, enhanced.
No, I have not seen this.
Yeah, this dude is making it's really awesome style going on here.
Wow.
But look at this. Yeah, this style that he's working with is fantastic. It almost feels Lego-y in the character movement, but the actual art style of this whole thing is just, it's been blowing me away since I saw it last week. That was the picture I first saw.
This is
the one that I just put up. Yeah, like Dragon Quest, Ninja, exactly.
Yes, Lego meets Dragon Quest. That's exactly what this is.
And that sharp blue line on the horizon at the ocean in this one,
Yeah,
it just.
Yeah.
If anybody else knows this kristofer tattooer person, let them know that we looked at stuff and gave him praise, because yeah, it really has been blowing my mind since last week.
Wow, well, we are for sure going to reach out to him.
Yeah. And
that's nice.
So good. Oh, the nice little rainbow. I love the rainbow. You must be a good tattoo artist. I agree, Ninja.
Yeah, no doubt.
Must be. This is so cool. I just want to make sure. Oh, we got the background test. Oh. I like the little tick. Oh.
That's clean.
Ooh. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
of
me
course,
too.
But yeah, I can't wait to see more of the stuff he's doing with this. But I just wanted to point that out because, as always, if I come across somebody that I see from the community that it really hasn't gotten that shine, yeah, definitely check out kristofer at Chris_tattooer. Chris with a K.
Very good. Great animation too. Like really nice animation, super fluid.
Yeah. Just fantastic stuff. What we got here? Oh, we got Daredevil from Turtle Tales. The Daredevil Lego. Ooh! And it switches to Matt Murdock.
Oh, well, that is cool.
That is pretty friggin' dope. Oh, well, all right then.
Like the Lego stuff in Dreams looks so. It just literally looks like the Lego games. Like there's really no difference at all. So well done.
Skin 3 or SKN3. Dreams cube mapping. Sticker reflections. Not perfect, but with a bit more time could be useful.
I have no idea what cube mapping is, but I like what he's done. I don't know how he's done it, but I'm a fan.
Awesome. Oh my god, look at this guy. I can't stop adding stickers to absolutely anything I've ever made. Firebrand Fox. I'm in love. That is cool. Terrifying, but
Indeed.
cool.
But very cool. Very detailed.
Working on a custom shader pack. Here's a preview of marble I made. Ah. Drink water. Whoa. I see what you're going for here.
Okay, now that's interesting.
Fantastic.
Man, people are so creative.
Oh, and I see Yaffer has begun. Marble concrete looking textures, like 3 stickers. Yes, yes.
That dude's going to create some amazing stuff as well.
Yep. All right. First use of sticker for the cars. Yeah. That was like the first thing I thought people were going to use it for. But fantastic.
Like, it's going to make it so easy, like, to make customization options in games now as well. Like for this, for instance, to be able to customize the sticker on your car and stuff.
Oh boy, Bad Robo has started messing around.
Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, we can expect.
He's just gonna blow up his PS5 at some point.
Yep.
Crazy.
Oh, he started. Crazy. He's already started with the water.
Yeah.
Here we go. Awesome, guys. Awesome work.
Well, I can't wait to see what all you amazing creative people end up doing with this new gadget. I mean, we've already seen some amazing stuff, so it's just paving a very bright future for what we're going to see in Dreams, and I'm here for all of it.
Let me see here.
I hear Robo's PS5
Portrait
fan.
from Manu. Just every day, there's just a hum heard around the world. It's his console trying not to explode. But yeah.
Crazy.
Oh no, not 20K textures. Dreams Master Race. Yeah, he's trying to explode it. Explode it.
That's the goal. Is to explode the PS5.
Intra says, I never would have thought this kind of texturing would be possible with the Dreams engine. Mind-blowing and awesome. Absolutely. That's, like I said, as soon as they did the little sit down at Dreamscom where they showed like did like a little spot for it, I was like, oh, people are gonna murder this thing.
Yep.
People are gonna kill this thing. Like
as soon as I saw John do it with the batteries, I was like, oh well, that's it. Yep. That's it. Right? This is a game-changing feature for everybody. And it is. Like, it's just crazy. Hum heard from around the world.
Yep.
So do you want to jump into this final topic then for the night?
Yeah, let's jump into... Wait a minute here. Further sticker mode experimentation. No active light sources in the scene. Ooh-wee! Hold up, guys. Let me go back. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Bravo.
That's nice.
I love that. Good. That is so clean.
Yeah. Really cool.
Clean AF. Gourdwick. So. All right. Oh, wait. MCAlchemist. I'm glad we got some of him in here. That is dope.
That's so cool.
Wow.
See, I've always wanted that. Like, is is like old school 3D possible with Dreams? Like, the red and blue glasses. Like, could you physically make like a 3D game in Dreams? Would that be possible? It would be, right?
To be honest, I'm kind of surprised there's not a camera option for it. To be honest, it's now that you say it,
Really?
I'm like,
The
I'm
old
surprised.
school
No,
red and blue glasses.
yeah, I'm just saying, it seems like being that we control the cameras, I don't know how easy it is to do that, like what the actual thing is about it, but it's like,
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised they wouldn't just have a make 3D like thing
well,
in the
that's the thing. Would it be a filter, or would you have to physically position the blue and red sculpts to determine what 3D effect you get? Or would it be based purely on just a filter going over it? I feel like you'd have to position the red and blue sculpts in a particular way to give off the 3D effect you want, especially if you wanted something to come out of the screen towards you. Those
Yeah.
red and blue would have to be specifically positioned in a way to give off the effect, wouldn't it? I have no idea. I don't know how it works, but
Oh, and the
it'd be
Iron
cool
Knot.
to see someone do it though.
Yeah, Iron Knot apparently turned the Impy statue. Gave it that whole digital 3D look. The
Oh,
wireframe, that's nice. Yes, it would be possible to
yeah.
make 3D game, I believe. You have each eye seeing the color on the opposite side. So, do you have that level of control in VR, in PSVR, to separate it between the like which eye you're looking through? Because if so, that could be a
Yeah, you could just close one eye to get the perspective from the left and the right, wouldn't you? Like if you use PSVR as a way to get a true perspective of what you can see with each eye, you could literally put on the headset, close your right eye so you can see the true perspective from your left eye, and vice versa, to be able to position things in the correct way.
hmm. Okay, all right.
I don't know, I'm just brainstorming. I think it's a good idea. I think someone should definitely try it. Someone that's more clever than me that knows how this technology works. It'd be interesting to see it physically working. It'd be cool.
Huh. Well then, yeah. Well,
Let's
Elka,
jump in.
Elka.
So,
This, this, this.
oh wow.
I love it. Hmm.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend some time staring at that a little bit later. Let's jump into the. Let's let's go ahead and
Final
jump into
topic.
the. There we go. Final topic. Let's go ahead and get the show on the road. And let's see. It was. I told you to write it down. Bring it
Yeah,
back to me.
so
Put us in perspective.
CD Projekt Red announcing all of these games all at once, like even though they're a million miles away from ever being completed, is an attempt for them to gain back the public's trust. Pretty much, in my opinion, how Xbox has done the same thing, like announcing the next Elder Scrolls, even though it's 90 years away from being developed, and all the other games that they're doing, Fable and stuff. We all know they're light years away, but like they had to announce all of those games to try and gain the trust of the people, so that people would buy their console and be interested in them. And I feel like CD Projekt Red is kind of doing the same thing here because of the backlash they had from Cyberpunk when it initially released.
See, but this is the problem with that. Like, I'm thinking about buying my third PS5 if I can ever find one again. Just so I
For
have one in.
yourself?
Yeah, just so I have one in the living room that I can
Oh,
hook up
okay.
to my new like movie sound system and everything.
Hmm.
But I need something for the TV in the living room, and part of me was like, well, maybe I'll get an Xbox. Cause I'm just not gonna even attempt to like build another computer. I've been trying to build one for 3 years, and I just don't feel like it anymore because
Yeah.
everything's changing. So whatever. But with Xbox, they did announce all these games, but that doesn't renew faith for me. Like, there are games that are definitely coming. But if you tell me something is coming and I'm not a fool of the video game world, like, I know, even though Rockstar said we're officially working on GTA 6, they've been working on GTA 6 for the last 5 years. But I
Yeah.
still know that if they come out and say we're officially working on it, we got like another 3-4 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So basically, Xbox saying, don't worry, guys, exclusives are coming. My first thought is, but we're 2 years into this next gen, which means you
Yep.
haven't delivered. Not that you never will, but you haven't. And how long do I have to wait from today before your box becomes useful to me?
Mm.
And of course, that's really overshooting it because they do have Game Pass. They do have I have my own issues with Game Pass, but it is a great, deal. And especially with the stuff that isn't there, that the things that aren't their exclusives still being put on there day one. I mean, you still got a pretty great selection of top tier games, just not exclusives. Depends on what type of gamer you are.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing with CD Projekt Red. Like, one, I'm happy that Edge Runners, the Netflix cyberpunk anime,
Mm.
boosted up the numbers of cyberpunk so much. Like, people tried to make an outrage out of it because they were like, has everyone forgotten that what CD Projekt Red did? I already told y'all, I still don't hold it against them. And, like, it's crap. Don't get me wrong. It's crap what happened. But I blame the industry just as much as I blame them.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, you've got stakeholders that's invested millions and millions into this production and they want to see a return on their investment. So ultimately, they're the ones that are going to be pushing these buttons, They're like,
I
we want
mean,
our money now.
a lot of the issues, like there were some game mechanics that were kind of screwed, but they didn't break it. I had multiple friends who played Cyberpunk and didn't like the glitches they had. None of them were obstructive. Not saying nobody had glitches that broke the game. Just saying, like, the people who were like, you know what? I'm just going to play it. I hear all the bad stuff. Let me play it. All of those people came back to me saying it was a great game. It had its problems. No, you don't. You don't, throw away the fact that it was obviously released in a certain state. But what I mean by blaming the industry as opposed to blaming them is at the time they were working on it, they were building the game for 6 different consoles.
Yeah.
As long as we have the game developers building for all these different tiers of gaming consoles, for them to be one of the first ones in the transition stage, I feel like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Unless they that's why everything was still being made for both. The moment people can focus on one, we're gonna finally see
Yeah.
what's going on. But like I said, to me, the state of the game right now, with everything they've done, with the fact that they are gonna bring out the next DLC next year, I hope, because their numbers have now peaked above what even The Witcher had, I'm hoping that they bring back the idea of a multiplayer, or at least
Yeah.
do what, because I'll still say, Returnal developers, what they did a year after with no provocation by making Returnal co-op, they should be given a goddamn medal. Because Cyberpunk is one of those games where it's like, fine, don't do multiplayer, do co-op. Let me play through this extremely amazing world you've done co-op. And if Returnal can do it with no provocation or outcry for it from people, then I'm gonna stop accepting the explanations I'm being given, especially on this show. No, no, I understand it's hard to do co-op, but I mean, a lot more of these big developers need to go ahead and fork the money to make it happen.
Mm.
Because you're making these crazy worlds that are super awesome and super detailed. Just the fact that Spider-Man 2 has 2 Spider-Men and it's not co-op. Was
Yeah.
nobody was I love Insomniac. They are killing it in every way, shape, and form. But god damn it, was there nobody at the table that was
Well,
just
we
like, hey
might get it in
guys?
Spider-Man 2. Who knows? We
Well,
might
that's
get
just
it.
it. In Spider-Man 2, they've already said it's not co-op.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. News to me.
That was like one of the big questions that came out the first time they showed it, because in the trailer you have both Spider-Men lined up next to each other. I mean, if as far as I'm concerned, take another year and a half if that means I get co-op. I don't care.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Work on that. The people who aren't working on that, you go ahead and shift the rest of them over to Wolverine, because Lord knows I want that. I want to rub that on my skin. And like,
both of those games have just been confirmed PS5 exclusive as well. They're not going to be on PS4.
Thank the heavens.
I know, right?
Because I'm sorry, you guys that have the PS4. I would have left you in the dirt. You would have been calling me a scumbag from the beginning. Because I would have, like I said, you could go all the way back to like episode 20. We're almost at 100. You can go all the way back and find when I didn't have a PlayStation 5 and was still saying I would leave PlayStation 4 players behind. I'm consistent. That's all it is. Let me see here. I'm trying to get back up to chat. Cyberpunk was like 30, 20, 50, cool, man, bad, but I had an all right time and moved on. God, that is a sentence.
That's a mood.
Falconrich Noder played it and enjoyed it. Yeah, I really enjoyed Cyberpunk 2077 too, but it could have definitely benefited from another year in the oven, if only for a smoother launch. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, but see, but that's the thing. It doesn't need to be saved.
No, but the public reputation of the game has killed what a great game it is. Because I've played it. I haven't finished it, albeit, but I've played it. And it is a fantastic game. But it's never going to be known as a fantastic game anymore because of the public reception that it received initially. So an extra year in the oven would have saved it from its downfall of the outcry of people saying it's all glitchy.
So already, to roll it back around to the main topic that we were discussing, what it comes down to is I don't think releasing that stuff, like announcing it, does anything to give you credit. It doesn't give you street cred.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Someone did make a good point in chat, though. I'll have to find who it is to credit them because their point was very well made.
Intra said, I unfortunately didn't like Cyberpunk much. I disagree with the story direction, and in my opinion, they failed at creating the living world we wanted. You disappointed in that world? Go look at the new Gotham Knights game. That game,
that's terrible.
That game makes me so mad when I go into the comments and people are like, it looks perfect, looks like so much fun. I've never seen a game full of so much that I like, as far as like the topic, the characters, what world it's in. I've never seen something have so much of that and literally look boring to me.
It looks super boring.
It doesn't look fun at all, and the characters are like
so
gliding around on like they look like CW animation. And I'm not trying to throw salt at them, even though I have a reason to be mad at that developer. I'm not throwing salt at the developer because as I look at games the same way I look at movies. Like, no one ever sets out to make a bad game. And to make a game, in my opinion, as I've said many times, is a miracle. Like, it's literally a miracle to have so many people come together for one vision and to not slip somewhere. Like, just the idea of that. I mean, just try to ask your significant other what they want to eat tonight. And then say that significant other is actually like 3,000 other people or 200 other people. And you're supposed to get a cohesive, like, vision out. Like, I'm really not trying to poke fun or diminish any dev working on the Gotham Knights game or any of these games. But I have to feel like when I look at it, who looked at that combat and said, you know what, this really has that hard-hitting impact that people have come to love and expect from, now, of course, it's not an Arkham game, but let's be real. The only reason this game is being greenlit is to piggyback off of Arkham.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're going to change this fight style, make everyone look stiff as hell, and the city is still empty. It's still empty. There ain't nobody out there except for bad boys. The thuggy boys in the night. I'm like, come on, man.
Have you heard their like voice lines as well? Like when they're just idly walking around, it's just so cringy.
Oh,
it's so cringe. But anyway, back to the comment I was saying about like, you know, the person that commented it was in track out, and he said, I have a feeling CD Projekt Red's announcements are also aimed at the investors. Their stock tanked when Cyberpunk came out, which is a very good point. Great way to get your
it takes for a moment. But as soon as the money came back in, those investors all came back. As soon as Edge Runners was released, and of course, because Studio Trigger, who did the animation, they never fail. Ever fail. Gurren Lagann, Kill La Kill, not to mention a bunch of other stuff that people don't know about because there's underground things that they did that only had like 6 to 8 episodes. But then you have Promare, and Studio Trigger doesn't fail. So, yeah, that was just a great choice. I don't know how Studio Trigger got that contract, or if they were approached by CD Projekt Red to do it. But if so, whoever did that at CD Projekt Red, they deserve a raise. Elca said, I only played co-op in Returnal. It's so much fun with a friend. Same thing I would suggest to do with Elden Ring. Believe me, you can have a friend in Elden Ring and it doesn't diminish how hard it is. But it does make it incredibly fun to just play with a friend. Now let me try to catch up on all these before we go. Look at Techland. Dying Light was novel enough to boost an indie into AAA marketing space. Yeah, absolutely. Elca, there was actually a leak for Miles Morales where someone found some hints for co-op. I don't need hints. I need confirmation. Because if I can't play Miles and have this tea-loving dude over here who's not drinking tea, I'm the one drinking tea. But anyway, for the queen. All I'm saying is if I can't play Miles Morales and have him play Peter Parker, and I'm going to have a British Peter Parker in my ear, that would be... If I can't have that, someone's let me down. Somewhere along the way. Somewhere. Agreed, wasted potential. It's okay, I only need Dreams on my PS4. Exactly. Yeah. If you don't... Yeah, if that's the thing. The only way I'll listen to you in that argument is if you have Dreams on PS4. If you don't have Dreams on PS4, then yeah, you deserve to be left behind. Jammy gets his vape delivered. Oh my god, how does Gotham look like Ohio? I'm telling you, it looks so bad. But I just don't know what people are like. I think people are just such big Batman fans that they're like, oh my god, I get to play as the Robin, and it's like they're not actually seeing the game.
The problem, they're not seeing the issues with it.
Yeah, the voice acting for the little lines of dialogue that the people, everything about
so
it,
cringe.
Everything about it, except for how beautiful it looks on UE, is everything else just looks terrible. My point of comparison is Witcher 3. It's literally my favorite game of all time. Cyberpunk's world is insanely detailed, but when it comes to the world simulation, it falls apart, in my opinion. Just a valid opinion.
Like with the AI is not great in it, like with the police and everything and the crowds and stuff, but they are trying to fix it, so.
Piece of crap, love makes you blind, my friend. It's true. It's true. The forest for the trees. Exactly. Also, so dumb Gotham Knights is only 2-player co-op with 4 heroes. Man, don't get me. You know what? I was happy. I was happy when I saw that. But I'm mad because that's the way it is. I was happy because y'all know I now am an owner of Call of Duty. The one that's coming out. I am now an owner. I had to throw away my morals to help a friend. And I feel good about it and dirty. But as an owner, I was like, oh my God, if one of these dudes, one of my two friends, I was like, if one of them gets Gotham Knight, God damn it, they're going to come to me and tell me to get Gotham Knight. And I was like, and I'm going to have to tell them no. But now that I know it's 2-player co-op with 4 heroes, I could be like, but we can't play 3-player. See,
Oh no!
Have you made him BadDreams? Yes, actually. Yes, I have. But I still feel like I did more to help him than he did to help me. But it was for a friend. It was for a friend. And I love spending time with these friends who I haven't been able to game with. I mean, honestly, for like 2.5, 3 years. One of them for like 5. So it's good in that sense to have some time with the friends. I'm still not happy about owning a Call of Duty. And BadDreams, before you unsubscribe. Before you unsubscribe, let me just say, I had to do it for friendship. I had to. And because as I explained to people from the poll, because the poll that I did on Twitter, y'all told me to find a new friend. Which I feel like if y'all knew all of the details to this specific story, you wouldn't have done that. But at the end of the day, is it about my pride? Or like about how I feel in my pride? Or is it about being there for a friend? And I feel like I made the right decision because I decided to be there for a friend. However, I do still feel dirty. So, it's just, if someone had asked me a month ago if I thought this was going to be a reality, I would have said no. I would have said no. But this is the life that I have been forced into. But I love my friends, so whatever. Are we done for the day? What's wrong with the new COD? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh God. Y'all see what's going on here now. Jammy just lost connection. Jammy is failing. Jammy is failing. Jammy is failing.
Can you hear me okay?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You done broke the whole effect. Everything. Anyway. So yeah. What's wrong with the new COD? I just hate first-person shooters, and I hate... Well, let me go through the whole thing so nobody thinks I'm being ridiculous here. What in the hell? What did you do? What is even happening here? Jammy. He's broken everything. He's broken everything. You know what? You know what? This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to completely break it while I'm still talking. So that way, close, break it, break all of it. Break all of it. Here we go. We're going to take away. See, you see, this is what he does to me. But this is why we didn't, stream last week, because his whole operation seems to be going down. Can I get a webcam, please? Can I get the webcam? Webcam, deactivate, activate. No. Yes? Good. Good. This is how you have a backup. Good. So, now that I'm back, and Jammy is lost to whatever world he's in now, I do not like the... Oh, wait. I have to see if my friend called me out on YouTube. Hold on. I can't read your name on here, but whoever's on YouTube says what's going on. Not much. But see, Jammy is in downtown Baghdad. But no, so basically, I And I stopped playing first-person shooters, like, the last COD I played, I think, was Black Ops 2. So it's been, no, it was before that. Anyway, I just think that first-person shooters are definitely a valid, definitely a good, valid game, like game mechanic or game genre. But it's also the most unevolved, like, aspect of a game. Like, if you get what I'm saying, like, first-person shooter is first-person shooter, and it's remained first-person shooter, nothing more. Like, it's the same thing every time you go into a first-person shooter. So I just stopped playing them because it didn't evolve far enough for me. And so, you know, I always wait to see when someone's gonna do something new. And the last game that truly felt like they did something new to me was Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 and the way you could move in that game was... it felt new. It felt fresh. It felt how it's supposed to feel. Like that game was the last time someone showed an evolved form and people didn't buy it. It's literally, in my opinion, it is the best first-person shooter of the last decade. Easy. And nobody bought it. So I was just like, you know what? Screw this. I'm just going to go play other things I enjoy more. Let me see. Well, in a way, Duckonomics, because the actual story of Apex Legends was they were working on it, and EA didn't even know that they were making it. They literally just, after Titanfall 2 kind of fell off and people were like, what's going to happen to the studio? They actually they had Apex Legends in the background. And then they were like, well, EA, you want to try this? And it just worked. They timed it perfectly. But yeah, EA had no clue that Apex Legends was being made. They just got to reap the benefits. And then let me see here. I'm trying to see. I was going to say Titanfall 2 was a good evolution of FPS. Yeah. It's the last time FPS felt different. I'm a huge fan of it. Huge fan. After demanding but that single player campaign was insanely good. For those, I mean, if you pay attention to IGN, which I do loosely, except for when they don't talk about dreams, they did a inside the level design, and they showed one like their process of building like the best level ever in Titanfall 2. Go back and watch that. It came out a few days ago. It is amazing. Like, just seeing that again made me wish that they would put it, you know, if they did like a redux of that and then brought it back, like, that's a game that they should remake. Speaking of games that getting remakes, and I'm like, does it really need one? Like, that game should be redone and brought back out. Yeah, The House Factory. That was really a really good episode because they were interviewing the devs and they were going through all of how they like came up with the idea. And great design. Loved it. I'm an old school Battlefield hoe. Next gen upgrade would be nice for sure. Yeah, you know what? Let me go ahead while I have the extra moments and we're not We're not being hamstrung by Jammy. No, I'm just playing. Let me ask you. Should Horizon Zero Dawn be getting a remake? Because I just can't I don't think so. No, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do with their money. Not going to tell anybody what to do with their money. But because you want to know what game blew me away before Titanfall 2? You want to know the last Evolution game I saw, like of first-person shooters that I saw that I really liked? I'll give you a hint. It was made by the same people that make Horizon Zero Dawn. Yes, Killzone. Killzone 2 was one of the most fun multiplayers that felt different from every other shooter on the market. Remake that. Remake Killzone 2. I understand if you don't want to remake the third Killzone. It wasn't as loved, but yeah, Killzone 2 would be a fantastic game to be rebuilt, especially in like an Unreal Engine, or even the engine that they still use for Horizon. But what that game would look like next gen, oh my god, it would be amazing. Amazing. As someone who rebuys movies for better transfers, I can't hate on all this stuff. Bro, buying a new movie and a remaster that might be a renewed $20 to $24 a pop versus a $70 game, there's a little bit of a difference. Not to mention, the movie is going to stay around. You get to decide whether to upgrade or do all that, but it'll stay around. And I'm going to tell you, it's getting to the point right now where there's really no point past where we are now for anything that comes next, unless it's a goddamn holodeck. Like this, that's the only thing that's going to change from here on out. Unless you like stare at leaves at 8K, which would be beautiful. However, we'll see those when they come. But yeah, Killzone 2 was amazing. And if anybody didn't get a chance to play that or the campaign for it, go back and play it, because it holds one of the top moments in a first-person shooter for me. And it's during the campaign, you have a staple gun. Or at least that's what I called it. I'm not sure if it's called the staple gun. But it would basically, you would shoot out like the cuffs, like the L bracket type staple, or the staples, and you could hit people in specific places. I ran around a corner, dude came out of a building, I shot. Now this wasn't in multiplayer. I never understood why they didn't put this gun in multiplayer, but basically I shot the gun and pinned the dude's arm that was his trigger, or that was holding the front of the gun, to the wall. Then I shot another one and pinned his other arm basically to the wall so he could only shoot down. That is the level of detail I'm talking about. Those are the memories. Can someone tell me when Killzone 2 came out? Because it was over a decade ago, right? It was over a decade. Because the fact that I still remember that piece of gameplay from a first-person shooter of all things, come on, man. It's just amazing. We need to focus on wowing people with visuals and reimagine gameplay like Team Fortress. Indeed. I know it's not first-person shooter, but Ghost Recon Wildlands was a great multiplayer co-op game. Was it? Because it's Ubisoft, so they're automatically blacklisted for me. But it's free on PS Plus, I think. If you tell me it's actually good, I might give it a chance. Me and my friends are looking for something to play for the next couple of days until, the COD comes out. Overwatch 2, I hate it. It's not a bad game. Don't get me wrong. I just hate it. I've always disliked chaos shooters. And that's what I call those types of games, chaos shooters. There's just it doesn't have it's a little too disconnected as a shooter in like realistic mechanics for me. It doesn't translate, and there's always stuff just blowing up and people flipping around the map and jumping all up and down all sides your head and off walls and through the window. Like there's just so much stuff going on. I'm just like, I know I sound old. It's fine. But yeah, that's those chaos shooters, that and Quake and all that stuff, I've never been a fan of. Well, TS stands for not Team Fortress. Oh, I thought you I thought you were talking about Team Fortress. Titanfall 2. I thought you were talking about Team Fortress and making a joke. My bad. My bad. Back for Blood was fire. Some of us dreamers played it a lot. Back for Blood, Left 4 Dead. I enjoyed those games. I've been playing Gundam Evolution lately. Probably never catch me on a Gundam game, but not because of it not being good or not looking sweet. Jordan Hedges, Titanfall 2 was rad. Yeah, Titanfall 2 is the game that truly needs to be remade, along with Guerrilla going back to Killzone. You know what? Don't even remake Killzone. Just give me a reboot. I'm fine. It was on PlayStation 3, and we all know about that technology. Wow. But yeah, just bring Killzone back. I enjoyed those games, though technically they're not as solid as, they weren't as solid, according to the people who buy, as like, you know, Horizon and what they're doing now, which is amazing work. But I want Killzone back. I want it back. That's going to be my new thing to die on a hill for. Mighty Vicious, if you have friends, I would say give it a shot. The story co-op is good fun with friends. Okay. All right. I like how you said if you have friends. I tried 15 minutes for Overwatch 2 game and deleted it. Overwatch 2, I played about an hour of it. I tried a myriad of different characters. It's just I even won some games. With some pretty good scores, might I add. You know, all right? And I just couldn't do it. Like, after me and my friend were done, we were like, yeah, that's not happening again. It's not my cup of tea. It's not pH balanced for me. Siege was also quite innovative in my opinion, especially for Ubisoft. Being able to break through walls and floors allows for so much dumb sandbox fun and crazy moments. I'll give you that. Proteus is a gnarly boomer shooter FPS out right now. Proteus. I think I've seen that. Old school with modern tech. Neutral pH is vinegar, good for acid reflux. Indeed. So, I wonder if I can get a little window inside Jammy's window. Because, you know, this is stuff that we're going to be talking about when we start up the new podcast. Which, according to Jammy, he's ready to do next Tuesday. So keep an eye out for the time. But the Audible Brunch podcast is coming. And that's where we're going to talk movies and video games at a wider scale than basically dreams. So be ready for that because you know all of my opinions are coming. All of them. But with that, ladies and gents, I do believe it's time to call it. As we've lost my co-host to kidnapping or something. Anyway. But who's streaming right now? Somebody type a name. Somebody type a name, and whoever types the first name of someone that's streaming as far as Dreams goes, they get all of my viewers here. Is Jammy streaming? He better not be streaming. He better not be streaming. Ain't no way in hell. If I look at this and y'all are telling me the truth, I'm coming to the UK. I'm coming to the UK and I'm about to put it on this boy. Duplex. Yep, Duplex is streaming. So, Let's get it over to Duplex. And as always, thank you guys for... There we go. Thank you guys for coming through, chilling with us. I hope you had fun. I hope we kept you entertained. And I'll see you again at some point. Probably Tuesday. Other than that, have a great weekend. So, raid has been created. So, catch y'all later.